website that has a little bit of e-commerce love. The first step is, of course, to go to Drupal.org and download Drupal. And now I can watch along. We download Drupal, we expand Drupal. And we install Drupal. You can install Drupal in multiple languages. You need to download the language pack for that language. But we live in the US, so who cares? Yes, I said it. And then we need to copy the settings file over. Then we need to create a database for Drupal. This is probably the most difficult part of installing Drupal for someone who's not that familiar with databases and this kind of a thing. But usually it's a straightforward process. I mean, we've used phpMyAdmin, which provides a graphic interface. And then we enter in the database name and the login information for the database. And bingo, bango. Bango. Bingo. We installed all the database tables. We need to create the site name and the site email address, and then the username for user ID 1. User ID 1 has all permissions always to do everything on the site. It's the super user for the site. So when you create this account for the first time, just keep that in mind, that when you name it admin and the password is admin, not good. So then we get to the part where we've actually got Drupal installed. This wonderfully underwhelming screen which says, welcome to your Drupal website. Now here's a list of things that you should do. There was actually some user testing recently, and what they found was this page doesn't actually say anything at all, according to the users. But what we're going to do is we're going to go download some modules. So my point is that Drupal is not blogging software. It's really, when you get it installed, it's just the beginning. Drupal's a toolkit, and you need to download modules, and you need to start configuring those modules, and then you can really make it do magical things. So we're going to start by downloading and installing, I think it's CCK. CCK is the Content Construction Kit, and CCK allows us to add extra fields to things. Originally, it was add extra fields to nodes. I'm going to use the word nodes throughout this talk. Nodes means content on the site. But with Drupal 7, you can start adding fields to users and I think taxonomy terms, and it just gets crazy. The world turns inside out. A wonderful thing. So we need to turn on the modules that we've downloaded. We turn on the content module and a bunch of widgets. So we turned on a number widget and a text widget, so we can add text fields to content. We can add number fields to content and that kind of thing. I don't have a good indicator when I actually come to the end of this, so I think I'm at the end there. We'll just keep moving. So now that we've downloaded that and installed it, we're going to create a content type. So we need to create books. We want to be able to upload, well, not necessarily upload, we want to go create a book item on the website. In order to do that, we're going to turn on a whole bunch of extra modules, including views and draggable views and a couple of little bits and pieces. I think we've also, oh yeah, no, we haven't. And we hit submit, and then we wait, page to load. And then we go under content management, and we have this content types menu item, and we can add a new content type. The content type is going to be called book. So basically, you'll be able to go in and add a book. Drupal also has a multi-user permission system, so you can set it up that only certain people on your website have permissions to add books, while other people have permissions to add pages or change the prices of things or something like that. You can set it up so that you've got this sort of like editorial process and that kind of thing. So we've changed the title to be called book title, and Drupal normally calls the big blob of text the body. We've changed that to be called description, because books don't have bodies, they have a description in this case. So the book description there. We've also set it so that users can't comment on our e-commerce stuff. We might turn that on later, but for now we want to just sort of quietly have people buy stuff without complaining about it on the website. And we add an author's text field, and we put a little, it's author with parentheses around the S, because a book may have multiple authors, or it might just have a single author. So one or more authors for this book, and we're going to turn it into an unlimited value list. This means that we can add, one user, 2 users, and then there's an add more users or add more authors button, and it'll give you more fields, and you can fill in more fields. There's also a publisher. This is just going to be a single value field, and we'll type it in here. And by we, I mean Joe from Lullabot, who made these little videos. So, thanks, Joe. We're also going to have an ISBN number for the books. This won't do a whole lot for us right now, but potentially we could use this in other ways in the future. Google has a whole Amazon has a whole API for getting information about books from their library, getting book covers and author information and stuff like that. I'm not sure if you can look it up by ISBN, but ISBN is the standard way of looking up book stuff on the web. And so by having this information, we could potentially do some other integration in the future. ISBN is just an integer field. It's just a number. And so that will enforce that. And we're also going to add a field for the book cover. This is a file, but it displays as an image. So users upload a file, and the display widget is that of an image. And so we'll do this custom alt text, which takes the title of the node and makes it the alt text of the image itself. And we choose how users can enter in images, and we're using this module called